In medieval times in England, you could land yourself a pretty cushy job back in the 13th century, around 700 years ago. And that job is the one of official ale taster and also a role as a bread weigher. And why did these two jobs exist? Well, very important back in the day when bread and ale were staples of the medieval diet. And to enforce the qualities of ale and also the appropriate weights that bread should have been served in, they had official people going around the towns of England to go and taste the ale at towns, pubs and ale houses and weigh the bread at the various bakeries and shops to make sure that the quantities being served were correct and also that the quality was correct. Not a bad job, I have to say, going around pubs in the afternoon tasting ale. And in fact, if you ask me, I think it's a rouse for possibly the world's oldest pub crawl, because they would have gone around here in Ashburton, 10 or so ale houses and pubs, trying the various ales, going from one place to the other, knocking on the door, demanding to try some ale, and then on to the next establishment. So nowadays, this ceremony still goes ahead, but just in a ceremonial fashion. So I'm going to try and catch up with the procession. I believe that they're at the first pub at the moment, and then catch up with them at the Silent Whistle behind me, which I believe is the second stop, I've been told, by the various people dotted around town who are dressed in medieval garb. So we're going to try and catch them. I think they're going to knock on the doors of the pubs, demand some ale, and then give it a try. And then at the end of everything, I'm going to go back round the route and try my own ale at every house and re-establish the world's oldest pub crawl. So join me as we try this ancient medieval tradition. Well, just behind me you can probably see our official ale tasters and bread weighers coming, all adorned in medieval garb and playing some medieval instruments. Of course, you'd want a few tunes as you go around your pub crawl in the town of Ashburton. So here they're arriving at the Silent Whistle. Let's see what goes on.
Make way for the portrait, the bailiff, the ale tasters, the members of the League Fair and Jury.
Are you the landlord of this inn?
I, Master Bailiff.
I command you to produce 2 tankards of your ale, that my ale tasters may drink and judge its quality.
As you command, Master Bailiff. Here is my best ale, Master Bailiff.
Thank you, landlord. I just love your outfit.
That's a lovely pair of jugs, isn't it?
Yeah, I noticed that when they moved in the house first.
I use that line every year.
I meant ale, not beer, sorry.
And this is your finest, is it?
You can tell when you're wearing it. I'm not convinced of this name. Who's this man here? Can you point him out?
Is that just over far over there?
And who's that bloke there? That'll be that one there. Charlie Dennis?
He's a lovely.
Oh, this will pass all right then, won't it?
No, not this Charlie, the other one.
Charlie. Oh, I'm gonna. How much? I've already had a drink on the way, you know. Thank you, Deputy. Right, we'll see if it's had sugar added to it. Make it all sweet. No, it's passed. It's passed.
Silence for the ale tasters!
We, Charlie Dennis,
Donald Islin,
official ale tasters, declare that the landlord do sell good ale. Here!
Silence for the poor team of Ashburton!
The ale tasters of this ancient borough
have tasted your ale and pronounced it good. I therefore hand to you, landlord and landlady, this sprig of evergreen to hang at your door, together with a certificate
Thank you.
to hang on the wall of your inn, to show all and sundry that your ale is of excellent quality and has been approved by the official ale tasters of this town.
God save the King!
God save the King!
Make way for the portrees, the bailiffs, the breadwinners, members of the Leeds and Baron jury.
My most wholesome loaves.
Silence for the breadweighers!
Jennifer White, Judy King, official breadwinners declare that the master baker do sell wholesome bread of good weight.
Try a bit. Thank you, sir. We've been handed some official ale tasting as part of the
Silence for the ale
ceremony.
tasters!
John Dennis, official ale taster.
It's a little more commercial than it might have been back in the day, but still pretty good.
Good ale. Here.
Silence for the portrait of Ashburton!
Are you the landlord of this inn? I command you 2 tankards of your ale, in which an ale taster may drink and judge its quality.
Right, well, realising that I've explained absolutely nothing about the tradition of ale tasting and bread weighing as I've gone around Ashburton and just cracked straight on with the pub crawl, I can explain a little bit that all the bars or the pubs that they visit and taste the ale of and are deemed to be of satisfactory quality, which is precisely 100% of them, are awarded a sprig of evergreen leaves outside. So any bar or pub with that outside means they've met the minimum standard. But as I say, 100% of them are awarded that. So those are the ones to look out for as part of the Ashburton pub crawl, the oldest pub crawl in the world, the original pub crawl. So this one is the Old Exeter Inn, where we just had a few ales in there. But maybe I'll put up on screen the 10, I think it's 10 or so bars that we've gone around that were awarded the official ale tasting accreditation. So I'll put those up on screen. So you can come to Ashburton and take part in your own medieval pub crawl. As the procession's making its way around, I think all of the breads gathered are going to be auctioned off at the end. So I've loaded up with some cash in my bag to try and win myself a loaf of the finest bread, but we'll see if we can, in fact, it's just going past here. In that wheelbarrow, in fact, is all of the bread. And the best loaf I'm going to try and nab for myself at this auction.
Sell it away then! I'm 60
Right, you lot get your hand in your pockets. We got credit cards.
Poor old mum kept them getting £20 notes out of them.
Right, if the kids can set that kind of standard.
Kids auction, 65 quid for that loaf.
The mother had more. I thought she had more notes in
Right,
her.
more
We're on for a
notes
good one
going,
here. We're
yeah.
on for a good one here. You ready? Got your money
Trying to
ready?
benchmark.
Don't dare put your hand up.
At £200, at £200.
I don't think he's got much of a choice.
200. At £200, at
just touch that
£200,
boy
at
by any
£200 in front. At £200, how do you all say? Selling away. At £200 and she goes.
Well, that concludes the end of the bread auction, and unfortunately I needed deeper pockets than I had, as that last loaf went for a cool £200, although it is for charity, so maybe I'm just a little bit cheap, although I bought deep pockets for the real part of it, which was buying ale at every pub we're going to go around. So that's what we're going to do now, and head round some of the pubs featured that have got their sprig of evergreen to mark the fact that they serve quality ale rather than spending £200 on a loaf. Anyway, it seems that the world's oldest pub crawl is booming at the moment. There's some music going on. We're going to continue going around and having an ale or a beer at every pub in the town. But thanks for watching. I hope you've learned something, possibly not. But come to Ashburton if you want to try out the world's oldest pub crawl. See you in the next one.